every single person in this room, and we would say pretty near every single person in our community, their lives have been changed. They have been given hope. They've been given the tools they need by teachers to be successful in their lives. I'm an emotional person, and seeing over 450 teachers here today is humbling to me as their president. And I want to thank them. Every day, they show up and make a difference. I am truly humbled. Thank you, teachers, for your professionalism and your dedication. May I suggest, and I appreciate coming here to a bigger venue, but if we don't settle soon, we might want to look at Ontario's arena. We have close to 40% of our teachers here tonight. It is 15 after 9, not my bedtime, but I know their bedtime has hit. Not only their bedtime, and that's probably really not true, because they have family issues, they got kids. They'd like to go home and say goodnight and read that last story to their children at home. And yet they're here because, see, it matters. Our lives matter because we make differences in students' lives. And we've dedicated our lives to that it's time for us to be honored. It's time for us to receive what we should receive without declaring impasse, without 20-some-odd bargaining sessions, without this, that, and all these other things that go on. It should simply say, thank you, teachers. Let's give you what you deserve. George Bernard Shaw says, those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. We're here to change your mind. Milton Berle says, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. We're building the door, and we're knocking. I don't know if you know this, and I know you're elected officials, but this might be something very interesting. We've had a lot of questions, Mr. Joseph and I, about how many teachers do we really have that live in the Chino Valley Unified School District. So I've done the research, and let me tell you, as teachers that live and work in Chino Valley, there are 606. 50% of our teachers live in this community. May I add, and they vote. But that's not it. We have, are you ready? 2,072 teachers that live in the walls of our school district who are part of this community, but for some reason, they chose somewhere else to teach. And if you're like my family, I have 4 voters. So if you take 2,072 votes, and by the way, statistics tell us, and CTA is really good at statistics when it comes to teachers, 83% of us vote in these elections. And I have 4 voters in my house. And my 4 voters, we meet on Monday night before the election, and we decide and we argue and we do what's necessary till we come to a consensus, and it only takes us one night. And we find and then we vote collectively. So my household has 4 votes. Last election we had 6. And I think if we talk to these 2,072 teachers, they're going to vote. And they're going to bring 10 of their best friends and family members to do well. And if I do numbers right, since I've been part of PAC, in a presidential election year, you need somewhere between 13,000 and 15,000 votes to be elected. In a governor like we're having this November, you need about 9,000 to 11,000 to win. 2,072. Do I need to do more math? Now, I've given you this, and this is where we have a problem. So we're going to show you tonight. I've handed this out. Hopefully it's got across. These are photocopies of your documents that has been given to us. If you look at the first page highlighted at the top, it says July 1st, budget, single adoption. And so in essence, this was the budget you adopted July 1st of 2013 that you sent to the county for verification. July 1st. I've highlighted down there what you are saying is your, as of June 30th, now remember the school year's over, the budgets are closed, we know how much we've spent, and so we should know what's kind of left over. It should be really close. And you sit here and show that you have $45 million in your ending balance. Woo! If you will turn the page, this is right out of the document that says unaudited actuals, general fund as of September 15th. This is the final account. And if you look at the bottom, now remember June or July 1st, 45 million. September 15, oh my gosh, it says 55 million. So somewhere between July 1st and September 15th, we found 10 million extra dollars in our ending fund. These are, and I copied it right out of it. You can see it's the book. It says Chino Valley Unified, San Bernardino County. It's right there. So again, you got to tell us why we're not being valued. Programs or teachers? Programs without teachers are useless. Poor program and put a teacher on it, and that teacher will do what is necessary to make it successful for their students. You can take a great program and not have a teacher, and it's absolutely useless. Even Dr. Infield says the biggest impact on student lives is what happens in the classroom. Not on the playground, nowhere else, but in the classroom. And for 7 hours a day, you have one teacher and 30, 35, 39, 42 students. And I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I'm emphasizing that. Okay? The reality is, you want a program, you want a district that people are proud to come to. We have a community they want to live in, but somehow we're missing 1,600 teachers that could be teaching in this district. They choose to live here, but they choose to teach elsewhere. You have 606 teachers that live here, 1,263 teachers that work here who are dedicated. We saw that with the retirements. They're dedicated. They're here. These teachers aren't going to go home and go to bed. They're going to go home and get ready for tomorrow. And that's more than me. That's more than I'm going to do. I'll be here till the end of the night, whenever that is. 12, 1, 2, I'll be here. And I have to represent somebody at 7 in the morning. But I don't have to do what they're doing. Because they're changing lives every day. I'm asking you. It's time we change your mind. You can't put students first if you put teachers last. Thank you.